For 10,000 years, the Emperor's Inquisition have fought a secret war to defend humanity. We keep vigil in the darkness. We hunt among the shadows. We pass judgment upon the mutant, the traitor, and the heretic. We purge the world of the taint lurking among the stars. We are Inquisitors. We shall fear nothing. For we are what you fear.
The Tech Priest has sent out several Scryer skulls. We have a hit on Grexus.
And what is our old friend doing here exactly?
May I hazard a guess? Old Nathaniel Grexus must be quite busy with one of his suspicious deals.
This area is a hideout for rebellious deserters. Whatever he is doing here, I will most certainly not approve.
Are you willing to face an army of rebels?
They will have a chance to show penitence. Now they have left me no choice.
We have the picked feed from the Scryer skulls.
You have betrayed me, you filthy rat!
First, call me a rat again and I will break your jaw. Secondly, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Really? An Imperial agent has landed in the zone. Tell me it was not you.
Don't you dare pin this on me, you scoundrel.
Snitches like you deserve death. But we can use you as a hostage. Lads, watch this filth while I deal with this mess.
Great. Old Grexus is being, well, himself again.
I have no time to lose.
careful, Inquisitor. They have fortified their camp with advanced defense systems.
These rebels are surprisingly well equipped for a group of simple deserters. The contacts of Captain Grexus seem to dabble in Promethean smuggling as well. These rebels have a shadowy benefactor with the moniker the Savant. That could be an important lead.
Kneel to none!
These rebels keep dealing in all sorts of dubious activities.
The increasing warp surges tore this sector apart for a very long time, fragmenting the largest Astra Militara regiment into separated entities. Those who were weak of faith fall into the abyss of foul treachery.
Inquisitor! What a sight for sore eyes.
Not a remark that I hear often, I must admit.
I bet. But you have saved my precious hide again. Praise the Emperor.
I had some pressing reasons to seek you out, Grexis.
I sense a recurring pattern here, Inquisitor. I'm always glad to help the Imperium. So tell me, Inquisitor, how can I assist the Imperium today?
I hear that you are an expert on Xenos relics.
Oh, well, I've only dabbled in the fine arts. Unless you want to transport them unnoticed by Imperial authorities, then I am definitely your man.
Let us pretend I didn't hear that. I am trying to locate a unique Xenos artifact.
In that case, I might know of someone who could be of help. They call him the Savant.
The shadowy figure behind your criminal friends.
Who said anything about friends? I was led to believe that they conduct legitimate business. Or misled, rather. That Savant, on the other hand, is far from a law-abiding citizen. He, or she, is running an operation dealing in black market Xenos art in the subsector.
And where can I find this Savant?
I have no idea. But I can lead you to the base of those despicable gentlemen you have just obliterated. Righteously, of course. They are business partners now.
I hope that your assumption is correct, and I will find information about the Savant's whereabouts there.
And now comes the hard part. You will need to make these unworthy Imperial subjects reveal the location of the Savant.
I don't have time to deal with prisoners and interrogations.
Noospheric analysis shows various cogitators in the area, all properly cleansed and maintained.
Good suggestion. Those machines are probably being actively used by these rebels to conduct their operations. They might provide the information I need.
Be careful, Inquisitor. The Argus shows several patrols moving around in the target area.
I spit on your Emperor.
Watch out, Inquisitor. Those towers will alert the nearby troops.
Sound of silence.
is shot, and the whole area will go up in flames.
Kill the heretic! Teleport beacon in range. Let's see what happens now.
Cogitator data is fragmented. Crypto litanies are remarkably well-versed for those unskilled in the tech mysteries.
Can you decipher it?
A larger sample would exponentially lower the estimated time cost of the procedure.
So much for a surgical strike. I will clear the areas and access the other cogitators. Forsaken noise. Teleport beacon in range. I would rather have my tech priest dealing with this. For the Emperor!
Still no data on the location of the person of interest. Located in infotone tagged Fabricatus and Requillery, though.
That unique term again. What could you find out about them?
Data serfs recently finished combing through the material. Warning, 99.9% speculation.
Give me a summary.
The Fabricatus were a Xenos race confined to the Caligari sector. Extinct for several millions of standard years. Hypothesis based on Fabricatus archaeofragments. These Xenos tried to adapt Necron technology with no significant result.
Be prepared for anything, Inquisitor. The Savant has a fearsome reputation in my circles.
Hopefully the agents of the Ordos have a similar reputation in your circles. Teleport beacon in range. Kill the heresy! Did you verify the coordinates we had for that mysterious savant?
I did, Inquisitor. It is on Dvorgov, a quarantine world still infested by tyrannids which could spell trouble. Speaking of trouble, there is also an astropathic transmission for you from an Inquisitor of the Ordo Malleus.
I'm Inquisitor Corax, a demon hunter of the Ordo Malleus, and I require your immediate attention. We need your assistance in a most important matter. Find me on my stronghold in the Ventus system. Corax out.
Change of plans, Inquisitor?
No. If you ask me, the Demon Hunters are a secretive branch of the Inquisition, with an exaggerated sense of self-importance. Corax can wait. I must find the savant first. Tech Priest, I need some ideas. How can I find a secret hideout in a desolate void void?
The decree of tech preservation guarantees the long-term maintenance of our sacred data vaults, even on worlds deemed temporarily uninhabitable.
If I understand you correctly, the Cogitator network must be functioning, and it could provide clues about the area.
The assumption is correct. Of this race, the phenomenon is completely explicable.
I'm much more interested in why anyone would choose a Tyranid-infested city as a hideout.
Consider the Xenos presence as a defensive system. Reaching the data vault has failed. You need to power up the auxiliary mainframe.
Send me the coordinates to that mainframe. Let's see what happens now. All this This is interesting. This retinue was working for a techno-archaeologist. It could be the savant we seek.
I presume the contingent was trying to eradicate the local Tyranid threat.
Quite the contrary. They were trying to gain control of the Xenos population.
I keep an open mind, but even I find that idea hard to swallow. On another note, the data slate contains location tags for their home base.
Where is it?
We have no information as yet. The tech priest is working on it.
Your priority is still to access the auxiliary mainframe, Inquisitor.
I am working on it, Tech Priest. In case you hadn't noticed, I've run into some resistance.
The altercation has definitely been noticed and recorded for potential post-mortem evaluation.
Burn! Burn!
See that Vox station? There's an incoming transmission.
An attempt to communicate. Good. My target must be getting nervous.
You have entered Research Zone 17. Trespassing is strictly prohibited. You must leave immediately.
You must be the Savant. I am an agent of the Holy Ordos, and I have questions for you.
I only answer to the Machine God, Inquisitor. The work I'm doing here is of paramount importance. We must be prepared for the return of the Hive Fleet.
This is treachery, and you will pay for your insolence.
I don't think so. But I hope you don't mind participating in a little experiment first.
The Void Port defense systems have been activated.
The treacherous Savant has control over the entire system. He's trying to stop me.
At least you don't need any more proof that you are on the right track.
This machine does. here, Tech Priest?
Displaying necessary initiative. Accessing the mainframe requires knowledge of Tier 4 administrative charts. Defend the area while the process is being completed.
I appreciate your resourcefulness, but next time you must ask my permission first.
For your information, Inquisitor, I will record your combat for further analysis. First, I found your intrusion bothersome, but I realized your presence here grants me the opportunity to study the combat patterns of the Tyranids more thoroughly. You are doing the work of the Omnissiah.
Die, heretic!
Of Tyranids is approaching. Stay alert, Inquisitor.
I have spent decades working on my synaptic pseudo generator unit, but it was a failure. I set out to build a device that could control the Tyranids, and it was deemed impossible. But I can't give up on my vision yet.
Another wave of Tyranids, Inquisitor.
The persistence of my misguided brother there is getting frustrating, Inquisitor. Just like your unwelcome visit. I know you want to judge me, but I seek to save the Imperium. These organisms pose a huge threat. But if we could find a way to control them one day, just think about the potential.
Scans show no more incoming hostiles. Also, data analysis complete. Void port structural records have been processed. The location of the underground facility is available.
Excellent. It is time to pay a visit to that treacherous madman and discuss these experiments. I must reach the inner sanctum of this facility.
Considering the nature of the Savant's experiments, I would be very grateful for some pict grabs if you find some of his devices.
I don't think this will be a peaceful stroll into his sanctum. I thought that the Savant employed these treacherous rebels only for smuggling, but he has an entire cohort of them as a private army. That is interesting. This Savant sent an expedition to a former Fabricatus world and encountered the Eldari from the craft world Tuathal.
Inquisitor! Spare our lives! We surrender! We have been tricked!
I am aware that you have been led astray by an indoctrinated tech priest of the Imperium. Now you have your chance to prove your true loyalty.
We will not fail the Imperium again, Inquisitor.
I find your intrusion extremely inconvenient. I must warn you to leave immediately.
This is your last chance to surrender. Cooperation might still save your life.
My orders will not permit that. Defense protocols activated.
They have faced numerous threats. They didn't expect to fight Adeptus Mechanicus battle automaton.
Destroying these ancient machines feels like sacrilege. We need to initiate canticles of penitence to the machine god.
I understand you, Inquisitor. The thirst for knowledge is what is driving you into danger. You of all people can't blame me for craving knowledge. The long and arduous study of Xenos relics gave me extremely valuable notions about a machine that could turn the Xenos into useful weapons for the Imperium. I have failed to construct a functioning prototype, but I could be so close. might find it difficult to believe me, Inquisitor, but I truly don't want to kill you. But now you leave me no choice. Inquisitor, you are unstoppable. Look, I didn't want to resort to pleading. I've only been following orders from the upper echelons of Forge Well Fuel.
Die, heretic!
But your Inquisitorial override codes will grant you access.
Inquisitor, you have victoriously overcome all the obstacles I placed in your way. I am humbled, but also amused.
I didn't come here to judge you for your sins, but you have left me no choice.
I have been following the orders of my Fabricator General. This is a secret research sanctum preparing for the return of the Hive Fleet. It was all classified.
Or that is what you want me to believe.
Is there any way I can convince you that I am a loyal Imperial subject?
We will see. I seek an ancient Xenos relic, once crafted by the extinct Fabricatus race.
That is a relief, because I can help you with that. The Xenotech relics of the Fabricators has been an obsession of mine for a long time.
And financing your heretical experiments by smuggling Xenos relics was just a coincidence.
Pursuing my work requires resources.
I need a particular artifact from their long-lost homeworld, but I don't know where it is.
I have that information, which I obtained in unfortunate circumstances. I sent an expedition there once, but they encountered the Alderi and quickly met their demise.
And what happened after that?
Why do you think I'm hiding in the middle of a Tyranid-infested planet? The Eldar may look like fools, but they are dangerous.
Prepare for your judgment. I have the information I've been looking for. I'll return to the ship now.
I am not in the habit of allowing anyone to ignore my summons. We're engaged in the most devastating battle the Caligari sector has ever witnessed.
Is the situation connected to that abnormal warp rift in the system?
It is. We call it the Dark Nexus. A bloated, terrible warp anomaly, continuously expanding. We could be witnessing the birth of another Eye of Terror.
By the Emperor? That is a very bold and unsettling assertion.
Just think about it, Inquisitor. Another sub-reality in the Imperium, existing within both the real space and the warp, would open up a new front with an endless tide of enemies.
And how could I assist your battle?
As I've been notified by Inquisitor Krabat from the Ordo Hereticus, you have an asset on your ship, with extraordinary capabilities against the warp. It could help us.
The asset is a she, not an it. And indeed, your information correlates with an ancient prophecy about the potential of the Alpha Pariah. But before we could even begin to discuss how she could help us, I must find an artifact that would channel her abilities. Otherwise, there might be grave consequences.
I pray to the Emperor that you find that artifact soon. We will talk later.
My priority is to find those Fabricatus ruins for the relic.
The Scryer skull feed indicates that the coordinates received from the tech heretic lead to the former camp of his retinue.
That will be my first destination. Logging new observation. The Fabricatus race knew about the pariah gene, and they were experimenting with it millions of standard years ago. They were trying to create a unique creature, combining the abilities of psychos and pariahs, capable of ruling the warp. I have a strong suspicion that Uther Tiberius tried to complete the same experiment. Perhaps the last missing component was this Fabricatus artifact.
These ancient structures indeed show some resemblance to known Necron ruins.
Our understand.
Note, this is the typical short-sightedness of the biologically based Magos. Flesh is weak, but steel abides.
Steel is nothing without the motive force, and motive force resides in the flesh.
The existence of Necron tomb worlds disproves your hypothesis. The Fabricators race could have reverse-engineered some exposed Necron tech.
Enough! Log off my Vox channel now, you two. Proud race fallen low.
Coordinates gained from the salvaged cogitator show the location of the ruins.
I need more information on that area.
Sensors indicate the presence of numerous architectural remains and a significant Alderi war host.
The Savant wasn't lying there. The Eldar are here, and I find that disturbing.
Their presence clearly correlates with their previous interest in the Alpha subject. Therefore, your assessment is an understatement.
Something, Inquisitor. Turns out that those crafty Xenos have a webway portal in the area. They will not be back down until you cut off their reinforcements.
That is indeed true. I must destroy that webway portal first.
Spoken like a true warrior of the Imperium.
Sunday ship waiting for you, Eldar. The mere existence of the Xenos is a stain upon the galaxy. It seems that the Savant's expedition to this world encountered some Aldore resistance.
I beg to differ, Inquisitor. My tactical analysis indicates they were ambushed by the Xenos. A cowardly but effective tactic. This Savant risked a lot with this expedition.
Knowledge comes from cost. race that lies. That's the webway portal. I only need to get closer.
Inquisitor, wait! Something is happening down there. By the Emperor. What are these constructs? Or are they creatures?
Well, well. The Eldar have brought in their war machines. That relic must be very important for them.
You should return to the ship immediately.
I have an even better idea. Captain, alert Sir Ambrose. We need the Crimson Wanderer down here for a noble joust.
Your directive is quite straightforward, pilot. You must destroy those Wraith Lords, that is all.
What a glorious day! I've never had the chance to match weapons with Eldari combat walkers!
Your arrogance will be your downfall. There are 3 of those Xenos Knights on the battlefield.
Those constructs are so nimble and so graceful that even I cannot but marvel at their wielding. Still, they have no chance against good and sturdy Imperial battlefields.
constructs to defeat.
Good sir, I'm beginning to find your dourness almost disheartening.
Your 3 Wraith Lords seem to be currently on patrol duty, and their pathways cross several times. Plan your route carefully, otherwise you could stumble upon two of them simultaneously.
Two Eldari constructs against the Crimson Wanderer. That would be a sight to see.
As it has been written, the steel giant trampled through the guardian bone.
Wait, what is this? Who are you, creature?
I weep and I mourn for the live dancer, even if I comprehended it had to happen.
Don't mind her annoying Xenos ways. She is... well, I don't know if she is our ally or enemy at the moment, and that bothers me.
We are standing on the same stage, Winged Messenger. The one who never died must be reborn, and this is the price we must pay.
Abnormal excess of energy on the release pistons of your knight. Be more careful, please.
Fear not, dear lady. I promised to give back your precious scarf, didn't I? Even if it is my most prized possession.
Yes, you did. And I expect you to deliver my scarf in person, sir.
Enough of this nonsense. You are in battle, pilot, not in a ballroom.
Flickers and dies in the eternal night.
It was an admirable adversary, my lady.
Twins, both of them heroes, one of them dead, one alive, encased in wraith bone, now fading away.
and no more reinforcements can get through the gate.
That was a battle to remember. I am grateful for the opportunity. Praise the Emperor!
We have the up-to-date Arga information. The vicinity of the ruins is swarming with Tuathal Eldari.
At least the Crimson Wanderer took care of the potential reinforcements.
The Elder will pose a considerable threat. Have you thought about deploying Sir Caradoc again?
I cannot risk the safety of the artifact by sending in a war machine with the most devastating weaponry in the entire system.
Noted. The Tech Priest is trying to scan the area for further information.
I'm on my way to the ruins. Contact me when the Tech Priest is finished with the scans. Great mess.
You are walking among the bleached bones of a civilization that dreamt about your prophecy eons ago. How does that feel?
Remarkable. What is more remarkable is that I still have no idea why you are assisting me.
Why do you care? I am nothing but a speck of dust in the terrible storm. That will...
If that was meant to reassure me, you failed. Reloading.
They were seekers of power and truth. So many of them came here, like insects drawn to the flame, only to end up as withered husks.
The remains of the Savant's expedition. But I am an Inquisitor. I will not fail.
You are not allowed to fail. Just yet. You have the living, breathing key to the prophecy.
I find your stubbornness astonishing, human. You have caused enough pain and suffering already. Whatever is hiding under that force field, it is ours.
Area scan completed. Highly irregular energy signature located.
And how does that help me exactly?
The presence of an energy field, evidently generated by Xenos technology, must indicate the location of the relic you seek.
I must be on the right track then.
you feel it? Like a vast, terrible heart beating in anticipation. Your battle awaits.
You let me fight your own kind, but you refuse to participate.
I walk a more elusive path. The Council might see me as almost as alien as you do, but I will not fight my own people. I was not referring to that battle, though.
I've been wondering for a while how this relic could have survived for countless millennia, but now I know.
Analysis. Impenetrable energy field. Signature identical to the force field protecting the status chamber of the Martyr.
That barrier needed to be deactivated by a specific key.
Theory. The powers of the Alpha subject might interact with the field.
Inquisitor, you have incoming.
Sergeant, I need the Alpha Pariah. Send her to me.
Allow me to join the fight, Inquisitor.
Anything could happen to us here, Thorn. Anything. If I do not make it back, you must deliver all my findings to the Conclave.
Affirmative.
Are you serious, Inquisitor? I feel a resonance with this thing, but none of us know what will happen if I step closer.
I give you an artifact from the dawn of the universe, the key that might unlock your true potential, and suddenly, you are afraid?
I was only making an observation in the light of my recent ordeals. I hope you don't expect me to apologize.
My expectations are irrelevant. My orders matter, however.
If this is indeed my legacy, you can expect a heartfelt apology from me.
We will discuss your impertinence later. Now proceed.
Bravo! What a fabulous performance. Inquisitor, my only remaining part in this play is to take the Alpha Pariah with me and let the curtain fall.
I knew that I couldn't trust you. You have manipulated me, Eldar.
I have merely woven all the threads together, twinning the fate of the Tauthal Eldari and yourself, Inquisitor, until you all made this moment happen together.
I have warned you once. Playing games with an Inquisitor is dangerous, even for your kind.
This is not a game, human. The Anathema Ultima must be adorned with the crown of emptiness. Only then will she enter the Immaterium to fulfill a destiny both frightening and majestic.
I suspect that you have other plans for her.
The Anathema Ultima is the brightest glimmer of hope for us. For the Inari, this is inevitable.
I was expecting at least some assistance from you.
It was your battle to fight, not mine.
And now you talk like the Harlequin. How are you feeling?
It is difficult to explain. My will is... It is a barbed, poisonous thing. And it is also smooth and cold as obsidian. And it is a weapon, and a key, and the tincture that heals the black wound on the world.
I don't like this. The Magos will take a look at you on the ship. We have gathered here to bring forth the prophecy that was foretold at the dawn of the galaxy. The Alpha Pariah shall be adorned by the crown of emptiness, and destroy the Dark Nexus by sailing into the Empyrean.
Very poetic, also fundamentally wrong. The Dark Nexus is not our priority here. Fabius Bile is one of the most abhorrent adversaries of the Empyrean. We shall attack his hideout. I have traveled here on the Martyr, now properly purged and blessed, with the zealots of my order on board. It should be a sufficient force.
So very hereticous of you. May I remind you that Bile's Star Fort is inconveniently close to the most terrible warp anomaly ever seen in this sector?
They use this Alpha Pariah to destroy Bile. That's where her true capabilities lie, don't they? Before we deal with the Dark Nexus, we have to eliminate the Primogenitor.
I must object. We simply cannot allow the Alpha Pariah to get close to Bile. That traitor played a huge part in her creation. What if he seizes control of her? Use her to obliterate the Dark Nexus, which is also the source of Bile's power. Then we will deal with the Primogenitor on our own.
You know the Alpha Pariah the best, Inquisitor. I think you should have your say before I chime in. It is most unfortunate, but I must respectfully disagree with your decision, Inquisitor. It seems we have reached an impasse. And honestly, this is her fate we are talking about. This should be her decision. Whatever action the Alpha Pariah takes, it will have colossal consequences. I simply don't have a say in this matter.
Nonsense! We are Inquisitors. We rule over life and death for the sake of the Imperium.
Inquisitor Mercer, I really appreciate your concerns. Inquisitor Crabart, I even see your point. But I made my decision a long time ago. I will follow the prophecy. But first, I will kill Fabius Bile. I have seen some of my unsuccessful iterations in Uther's laboratory. The cursed handiworks of Bile. I have to stop him and end this cycle of suffering and pain. I want to destroy that worm. On one condition.
What would that be?
You, Inquisitor, will accompany me, and we will face Fabius Bile together.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
So, it has come to this. We are in the tainted fortress of the primogenitor that even his own traitorous brothers despise and fear. That's what I was expected to say, right?
I find your increasing cynicism slightly troubling. Plague Marines are Bile's personal guards. Someone is trying to make our mission either easier or even more complicated. The Drukhari here?
What's that? Creature is here! Pick up and kill the Inquisitor!
I am not a creature!
Understand now. The Drukhari only attacked Bile's fortress because they were certain that you would be there.
Uther expected that. He always thought that the Eldari factions would be after me. It was one of the many reasons he kept me on a ship monastery.
They were following Bile's steps all the way to keep track of you. They must be desperate to capture or kill you.
Some abomination crawling out of the webway will not frighten me anymore, Inquisitor.
Down there, Inquisitor.
There have been some developments, like Drukhari marauders and Bile's scum killing each other without mercy.
And there goes the last trace of my guilt for being on watch duty on my ship.
For a while I suspected that the Dark Eldar were working for Bile, but that is not the case.
Obviously not. The Dark Eldar will never bow their heads before anyone else, no matter how powerful.
Inquisitor, do you feel a constant, horrible sensation? Like walking in the nightmare of an insane mind?
The proximity of Dark Nexus plays tricks on reality. And by the way, that was a very poetic observation.
If you spend your waking hours in laboratories and meditation chambers, books become your best friends. You know, Uzo was not entirely a monster. Still, I wish I could have faced him like I will face Miles soon.
She is. Kill the monkey and take that creature.
I will enjoy watching you try.
You might have defeated my brother, but you should fear me.
Your brother? That was the bug we found crawling on our ship? He didn't put up much of a fight.
She is right. You'd better be off fleeing and finding someone weaker in your dark city to torture.
I don't want the Whispering God will have the anathema ultima. She will be devoured.
Not on my watch. Hopefully that was the last of the Kahari raiding party.
Can we finally move along and kill that wretched baby's bile? Fate awaits.
Not before we purge this entire area. Don't want any surprises later.
It will be my pleasure.
Inquisitor Mercer, you might be surprised to hear that the Drukhari were following this Whispering God. That means they're in the same league as your treacherous Harlequin friend.
First, it was only a loose acquaintance. Secondly, such cooperation is not unheard of, although it is a fairly recent occurrence. Various Eldar and Dark Eldar groups are combining their forces to join that mysterious cult.
I find this development most troubling.
Says the Inquisitor who's on his way to fulfill an ancient prophecy.
of the Corpse Emperor. So glad you are here.
You almost sound relieved, traitor. So keen to atone for your sins?
Our master has been expecting you, Inquisitor, and you have come. Good. I like things to be predictable. You are unlike the Drukhari Filth, storming us so unexpectedly. Most annoying.
Destiny to fulfill, remember?
Patience. We need to regroup on the ship, then storm Bile's inner sanctum. Are you ready?
I'm not worried about Fabius Bile. I'm more intrigued by whatever comes after, in the great beyond.
I must warn you again. We have absolutely no idea what will happen to you when you sail through the Dark Nexus on the Martyr.
I know exactly what is awaiting for me there, Inquisitor. Freedom. Whatever fate has in store for me beyond that unholy rift, I can be myself there. I was created to serve a purpose in this world. I have accepted and fulfilled my destiny here.
You will set forth into the Empyrean, the realm of bloodthirsty gods, madness, and monsters. A place not meant for any human.
I am not human, Inquisitor. I've never been human.
And still, by letting the Dark Nexus consume you, you will do the most humane thing I have ever seen in this forsaken corner of the Imperium. We are in Bile's laboratory, the pulsing black heart of this accursed labyrinth.
Let's end this. Kill Fabius Bile so I can enter the great beyond.
Your task is to close the Dark Nexus, nothing else. What a vile display of sheer insanity.
This is not insanity, Inquisitor. Just cruelty and barbarism. I spit on this primogenitor.
Bile probably never gave up his dreams to reconstruct, well, you. The churning effluvia of the Dark Nexus must provide enough energy for him to conduct his experiments.
Not anymore. I will take my revenge, sisters.
What a pleasant surprise, Inquisitor. Finally, you have delivered what belongs to me.
If I were you, I wouldn't be too thankful for that.
Enjoy the irony of your creature becoming your unmaking.
My child, you are as much Uther's creation as mine. The idea was his. I only provided my exceptional talents to make his vision come true. You are the pinnacle of my art. I'm sure you would attest to that, Inquisitor. I will have her back!
Tiberius wanted to send her against the war. You wanted to use her to destroy the Imperium of Man.
Like all my other selves roaming this dying galaxy, I have exercised my genius to make my name immortal. If I can cause the fall of your corpse, Emperor, it will be a charming addition. Force to manipulate, to rule. The Immaterium was an end worth pursuing. One day, even the so-called ruinous powers will bow before the new men.
Blasphemy!
You have betrayed everything, even your dark gods. Perish!
This is the end, then. At least for this clone of the foul Fabius Bile.
What you consider the end is a new beginning for me. Keep on fighting for the Imperium, Inquisitor. We might meet again one day.
I pray to the Emperor that we won't.
If anyone can hear me, this is my farewell. I am the Alpha Pariah. I am the Anathema Ultima. I am on the Martyr, flying into the Dark Nexus. I can feel the surge of endless possibilities. Uther was right. The Immaterium must be reshaped, ruled. There is no other way to survive the dark times. I am ready.
Sensor readings confirm that the Dark Nexus has closed.
The plan worked.
I wonder if the Alpha Pariah survived the collapse of the anomaly.
Her unique nature will protect her from the Immaterium. And don't forget that the machine spirit of the Martyr will follow the protocols and keep her safe.
I know that she was not to blame, but her presence made our skins crawl. It might be better for her out there.
The unfortunate side effect of being a pariah.
What will become of her now?
Only the Emperor knows. She might become our greatest ally against the Chaos. She could become the greatest ally of Chaos. And maybe nothing will happen. We will probably never know, Captain.